Hi guys, Mrs. Z here. I see a puff of dust behind me. Got any idea what that puff of dust might be? Well, you watch as it gets closer to us. That is a combine. That's what the farmer uses to pick his crops with. Isn't that awesome? That's what it looks like out our front window of the combine. Isn't that cool, guys? Hey, Mr. Jim.
Yep.
Sometimes I have people tell me that they're driving along in their car and they see all this dead corn and they feel so sorry for the farmer. Is it a bad thing for the corn to look so dry and brown and dead?
Well, that means it's ready to combine. So we wait for it to get brown so the moisture is just right. You don't want to pick it too wet or you can't store it. It won't last.
Ah.
So we wait till the plant's brown and then the corn's dry and then you can put it in the grain bin.
Very good. How's the corn looking today, Jim?
Well, some of this is not real pretty. We had a windstorm that blew it down, so we're having to cut it pretty low on the ground right now. So usually it looks better than this.
I see. Will this combine pick all the corn up even if it's laying on the ground?
It'll pick up most of it. We still leave a little bit on the ground, but we try to get every bit that we possibly can. So if you see in the video, you can see the points down there. They run right on the ground and pick up anything that picks that plant up and gets it brought into the combine then.
All right. Now, when it brings the plant into the combine, what does it do with the plant?
On the corn head, it just pulls the plant through the corn head, and all it wants is the ear. It actually picks the ear off of the plant and takes the ear into the combine and throws the rest of the plant on the ground.
So the ear is that cob with all the yellow kernels on it, is that right?
Yep, that's an ear. It looks like a sweet corn ear like you would eat, but this is field corn, and it's a different type of corn, but it looks the same. This will be fed to turkeys and chickens and cows. Is what we do with our corn.
Hey, you guys! Somebody just drove up beside me, and I am going to turn the camera and show you what's going on outside. It's kind of bright and sunny today. That's Mr. John out there driving the tractor, and he's got an auger wagon, is that what they're called? Auger wagon, hooked up to his tractor, and you see that spout coming out of the combine? It is putting all of those yellow kernels of corn into that auger wagon. Mr. Jim, do you want a whole lot of those kernels?
Well, as many of them as you can get.
What do you do with them after they get spit into that wagon?
They'll take that wagon over there and dump it into a grain truck, and the grain truck will take it back to the farm and put it in a big silo, and then we'll store it in there until they want to feed it to the chickens.
Very good. That's cool. Wouldn't you like to be driving that tractor, boys and girls? Now, you didn't go out and plant this corn yesterday, right, Jim?
No, we planted this corn in April, so it's been there for quite a few months. And it takes rain and sunshine to make it grow.
Yeah. Would you think it'd be accurate to say that a farmer has to have a lot of patience?
A lot of patience.
So you're a man of great patience then, huh?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes more than others, right?
The ears of corn go into the combine, and there's mechanical stuff inside, and it takes the kernels off of the cob and puts the kernels in the grain bin on the combine and throws the cob out the back of the combine.
Cool. Hey, you think I could turn around and show them the back of the combine, Mr. Jim?
Yep, that's where you can see where the corn's going.
Alrighty, I'm going to do that. There he is. Give Mr. Jim a hey. And look back behind the seat here. Those beautiful yellow kernels are falling back there inside. Is that a bin back there? Is that what you called it?
Yeah,
a bin? Great. Cool. Mr. Jim?
Yep.
Would you recommend farming to these kids? If they ever want to think about being a farmer, what would they need to think about doing?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun though. You get to do lots of different things. It's not one job every day.
Yeah.
One day we're planting, one day we're working ground, and one day we're combining. So you get to do lots of different things. So it's a lot of fun.
Don't get bored that way, huh?
No, there's always something to do. You don't ever get bored.
Hey, Mr. Jim, thanks so much for letting us ride in your combine today. You are awesome.
Anytime.
All righty, see ya.
Bye.
And that's the combine. Now we're at the farm. We've brought the grain, the corn, in this truck, and Brian's here with me, and he's going to tell us what we're going to do with it next.
That's right. So we just trucked it from the field. So the combine, you guys got to see it. Put it in the grain cart.
Yeah.
The grain cart put it on the truck when I got to the field, and now we came back to the farm, weighed it again, so we know exactly how many bushels of corn we're going to be putting in these bins, and we can keep track of it that way. So all we're going to do is we're going to put the truck right over our auger. I don't know if you guys can see very well or not, but right behind Mrs. Z there's an auger, and that auger swings out and comes underneath the truck, and it runs it up into the big auger, which is the big yellow thing you see going up to the top of the bin, and it'll just spiral it all the way up, kick it out the top,
Awesome.
fill her till she's full.
And that's where you store it, right?
That's where we store it.
Awesome.
So,
I
until
tell
it's
you
full.
what, why don't you go ahead and do that, and we'll watch from afar.
Okay, you guys watch.
All right. Thank you, Brian.
That's about it right there.
I don't know about you guys, but I have learned a lot about combining corn today. I can't wait for the next upcoming video, and so that you won't miss out on it, be sure and hit like and subscribe. See you next time, guys.